Hi, and welcome back to Poetry Sideshow. Just a few days ago, I posted a poem called Pain Trapped in Cellophane. Very dramatic, but it was the way I was feeling. About these Cabbage Patch Kids who have been in their boxes and stored safely all of these years, but never got adopted. That was the whole thing of Cabbage Patch Kids, was they came with a little birth certificate and you adopted them, and it was this craze. So how did these beautiful, perfect, adorable dolls never get adopted? They've stayed in their boxes, and it's really starting to get to me. So I wrote this poem called Pain Trapped in Cellophane. Please watch that one after you watch this one. I'm not going to talk a lot. I talked for like 5 to 6 minutes before that last video. I'm going to zip it, and I'm just going to read this poem that I wrote on the fly this morning for these two, because I wrote it for the other one, and then that one and these ones are the last Cabbage Patch Kids that I have in boxes. And yes, I'm part of the problem. That's why it's bothering me so much. Okay, I'm going to read the poem. All dressed up with nowhere to go. A dress with lace, a tie and a bow. Arms outstretched for hugs, rejected. Why should these cuties feel dejected? Beautiful dolls, not flawed or defected, they've stayed put in their boxes and have been sorely neglected. They never got to do their job, to be loved by a child and be hugged while they sob, to be tossed in the air on a sunny day, to have fun, be a friend, and simply play. Who can turn this thing around? Can their best friend in life still be found? They don't talk, sing, or dance, no technology here. Just a box with a doll who's been loveless for years. And that's what I have right now. Now that the poem is over, that's the poem. If you want to go and watch the first one, I really went into a lot of detail. And that might, you might really enjoy watching that one. That's part one. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed. Happy to have you. And now I have to mention something that I totally forgot to mention in the first video. Back in the early days of the internet, or at least when it was became widely a thing, like in the early 2000s, and there were more websites. I was in my early 20s, and I remember Googling, or maybe not Google, whatever it was back then, I can't remember. But I was searching the internet for answers on, this is what I would type in. I remember I would type in, why do I think things are alive? Like, why do I think everything has a life? I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew that I felt like, for example, when I would see furniture on somebody's, people who are getting rid of furniture and it was out on the curb, I would feel really bad for the furniture. I'm serious. I know it sounds a little weird, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's losing its home. That couch or chair has been part of people's holidays, and it's seen everything. It saw the family grow. It's been with them, and now it finds itself out on the curb. I would feel bad for it. So I know not everybody feels that way. At least I don't think so. But I was wondering why I felt that way. And it turns out that there is this really ancient spiritual belief called animism. And I totally what's the word? Have that belief, subscribe to that belief. Because that was in me without ever knowing what it was. I just knew it was a thing. And here's an explanation that I've heard about it. Let's take a chair, for example, made of wood. Well, that wood was a tree, and that tree was alive. So technically, it did have a spirit, it was alive. So the whole thing behind animism is that things, you believe things kind of have a spirit or a little soul. And I 1000% know that my pets and my, animals have a soul for sure. You can tell when they're happy, sad, excited, scared, angry. So yeah, no one's going to try to tell me that animals don't have a spirit or a soul. But when it comes to something like these dolls, I know they're not living and breathing with a heartbeat, but to me, they're alive in a different way. They were created by somebody who was alive, and a lot of energy went into that. You know what I mean? I know it sounds a little strange, but they have a life, and their life has been spent in these boxes. And um, I have a niece who's about to turn 9, and I would give this to her, but like in a way, I feel like if she were just to like, open it, play with it for a day, and, she's got all this technology. She's always on her tablet, or, she's got a little phone with games on it. I know that this doll would be like not as loved as when I was a child and loved my doll. So I'm just hoping like maybe there's somebody out there. I have listed the other one on eBay. Um, I've sold a couple of them on eBay, but these ones I really like, and I think they're so cute, and part of me does just wanna tear these open and play with them, but I'm hoping if I sell them, um, they're not on eBay right now. I haven't gotten to that point. I really love this one, and then I was given this one as a gift by a family who knew that I would take care of it, like, they were like, "We're giving this away, and we know you love these," so, um, anyways, hopefully you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from. If you know about animism, or if you kind of believe in that too, or somebody please talk to me. I have 9 subscribers now. I haven't heard from anybody, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll stop talking. Please go ahead and watch part 1. And I hope you guys like this poem just as much. It was a nice little sequel, I feel like, a little follow up. Um, because it was like the same theme but different. Okay, have a wonderful day, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. And oh my gosh, look at my hair. I didn't do it. You can kind of see me in the in the box. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, can you give these cuties an air hug? They really look. They've been waiting for a hug for like 40 years and never got one. It's breaking my heart. Okay, have a great day. Bye.